Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm gonna talk about my top 5 favorite plants which are not only known for their beautiful foliage but also known for their beautiful flowers. And all of them are my all-time favorite and really low maintenance and easy to care for plants, and I would recommend that you can pick any of them for in your garden for spring decoration. And friends, in the cooler climates these plants are known as annuals, or they just grow for like one season, and whereas in the tropical climates these plants are considered to be perennials. So the first plant in my list is impatient. These impatiens are my all-time favorite plant. They love to be grown in partial shade. Avoid keeping them in direct sun. Direct sun might scorch their leaves. However, they can tolerate morning 2-3 hours sunlight. That is okay, but not more than that. For watering, I would say that they are not drought tolerant, so keep the soil moist between watering. Don't overwater at the same time. Check the soil before watering your impatiens. And when it comes to fertilizing your plant, I would say yeah, they are heavy feeders, or when during their bloom time you can fertilize them every month with a balanced liquid fertilizer. And during spring and summer times you can see impatiens in various colors such as white, red, pink, violet, coral, purple and yellow. They come in different colors. And when it comes to blooming, I would say that the bloom time for this plant is late spring to fall, although the peak blooming occur in summer, but exact bloom time can vary depending on the variety of impatiens and the climate in which they are grown. You can bring your impatiens indoors during the extreme winter to protect them from the frost. And when it comes to propagation, it's very simple, guys. You can grow them from the seeds as well as from the stem cuttings. The propagation is very simple. And if you want to encourage the bushier growth and more bloom, just pinch back the tips of the plants and you would see a lot of new bloom or new flowers coming in. Yes, you can deadhead the spent blooms to encourage more growth or more flowers. And the next plant in my list is Calibrachoa. It's my all-time favorite plant. It also comes in different colors such as purple, orange, red, yellow and white. And this plant is native to South America, and it is also known as million's bell, or sometimes people call it mini petunias. Although there is a difference between petunias and Calibrachoa, if you would see closely, you would observe that the flowers of this plant is smaller than petunias, and even the leaves are different than petunias. The care tips are really simple for this plant. When it comes to light, I would say that these plants love a lot of sunlight. Every day 6 hours plus sunlight is important for this plant to grow and bloom. Although they can do well in partial shade as well, but you would see that the bloom is probably less when they are kept in partial shade. Sunlight is essential for this plant. And when it comes to soil, I would say again that they also love a well drained soil. Just like impatiens, you can make your own soil by adding perlite, coco coir and garden soil and a good compost. Mixing them together, you can use this soil for your plant. And when it comes to watering your plant, I would say that they love to be well hydrated but not overwatered at the same time. Don't let your Calibrachoa dry out completely, because once they are like, if they are dried out completely, it's hard for them to thrive back. So make sure that the soil is little bit moist whenever you water. So, and the next thing is fertilizer. They are really heavy feeders, so you can fertilize your plant with a liquid balanced fertilizer in every growing season, once in spring, once in every month. So in spring and summer. Propagation is also simple. They can be grown from the seeds or they can be grown from stem cuttings. It's really very simple. And yes, one more good thing about Calibrachoa is that they are really self-cleaning plants. which means that they don't require any deadheading. You can just pinch back the tips occasionally to encourage the branching, and you will see that the plant is producing more flowers. And the next plant in my list is Winka. They are also my all-time favorite, and they are good for hanging basket as well as for container gardening. They are used as annuals, and when it comes to care tips, it's really simple. Just keep in your mind that don't overwater this plant. Overwatering can cause the root rot or any fungal infection, or you might see some browning spot on the leaves. So don't overwater this plant. And when it comes to sunlight, I would say they love sunlight. Just keep them in brightest sunlight for at least 6 to 7 hours every day, and you will see more bloom and beautiful flowers coming in. The polka dot in the middle looks so beautiful. So when it comes to fertilizing, I would say again you can use any liquid fertilizer during every spring and summer. Yes, these plants are also self-cleaning plants, so you don't have to worry about deadheading. And guys, next plant in my list is Petunia. Petunias are my all-time favorite plant. Every year I use them for container gardening as well as for hanging basket. They look amazing and awesome. They really come in different colors like blue, multicolor, orange, pink, and purple, red, white. You can see so many colors in petunias, and especially they can be used as annuals, or they can be grown as perennials depending on which climate you are. So they are really very good and low maintenance plants. So when you are growing them in a container or hanging baskets, make sure that you use a well draining soil and organically rich soil, and 5-6 hours of sunlight is good for them. They love sunlight. The more sunlight they get, the more flowering you would see in your plant. And the best thing about petunia is that they are they are heat tolerant, they are rain and drought tolerant. They won't mind if you forget to water them, but yeah, make sure that don't overwater them. And whenever you water your petunias, just water them thoroughly, means from top to bottom. Let the water come out from the drainage holes. You can fertilize every week, or twice in once in 15 days you can fertilize your plants. Actually, the plants which produce more flowers need, in order to produce more bloom. And of course, deadheading is important for this plant because it's not a self-cleaning plant. So you need to just take out the dead flowers or dead leaves, and you can propagate them from the seeds or from the cuttings. And the last but not the least plant in my list is Geranium. Geranium produces such beautiful flowers, and they come in different varieties, they come in different colors. They are my all-time favorite and can be grown as perennials even in the cooler climate. You can just overwinter them, and they are really hardy plants, guys. You can keep them in full sun. They love full sunlight, bright sunlight. The more sun they get, the more flowers they produce. And they are also a low maintenance plant, and when it comes to watering, just check the soil before watering. Do not overwater your geraniums as well. And fertilizing, of course, they need fertilizer. You can fertilize them during spring and summer times with a good liquid fertilizer, but don't fertilize them during winter times, because they are kind of they go in dormancy during winter times, so you won't see any bloom in winters. But yes, spring they gonna thrive back. And yeah, that's all, guys. This was all about my 5 beautiful flowering plants for hanging baskets, which look exceptionally awesome, beautiful, vibrant. And you can choose all of them for your containers or your hanging baskets this coming spring 2023. And if you really like this video, give a like and do subscribe to my channel. I will come up with another video on some other plant. Till then, stay happy and happy planting.